Rosie. All right. So you know what they say. Opinions are like a-holes. If you're seeing too many, stop watching The View. Over there, they said it was obvious Trump was connected to Epstein.
But isn't it obvious that that Trump was involved with Epstein? I mean, there are more pictures of him with Epstein than pictures of Kim Kardashian of herself.
Yes.
Right. But listen,
how many more things do we have to see before people believe that he was involved with Epstein?
So Trump's mentioned over 1,000 times, but he could have been mentioned by anyone under any circumstance. You know, I bet Joy's emails contain 1,000 mentions of quarter pounders. But that doesn't mean she's banging Ronald McDonald.
Hamburglar.
Yeah, I was thinking of Hamburglar. And I'm sure if you look at all the View's emails, you'll find thousands of Trump mentions, too. Does that mean Trump paid Joy or Whoopi for sex? If that were true, he would have leaned into the bullet in Butler, Pennsylvania. But that whole exchange illustrates a good point when assessing all this Epstein crap. Now that Trump signed off on releasing the files, be careful what you wish for. Like a mechanical bull in a bar, the story's tossing Democrats off left and right. Stacy Plaskett, Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, Hakeem Jeffries. But Trump, he's not riding the bull. It feels like he's operating it, which is what he ends up doing with about everything. So you shouldn't let the whirlwind of what ifs overshadow the what is. Like the Stacy Plaskett scandal. If it were the only one, it would be enough. The Democrat congresswoman from the U.S. Virgin Islands was caught texting with Epstein during a congressional hearing in 2019. Turns out she also worked for Epstein's lawyer and received money from him after his conviction. So if you've ever wondered, how was Epstein able to run a sex trafficking ring for years without anyone stopping it? It's because he knew which palms to grease. The entire story is about that kind of collusion, which allowed him to not only abuse countless women, but to maintain its secrecy. So Stacey's story is at the heart of corruption, where midwit politicians help and get help from the very people they claim they know nothing about. Here's Plaskett absurdly justifying the whole exchange.
But like many constituents, individuals get your phone number, they text you about issues, they speak with you. I have spoken with him about issues that are relevant, things that are going on in the Virgin Islands and elsewhere around the country.
Right, but on that day that we're talking about, you initiated the text exchange at 7:55 in the morning. So why were you even texting with Epstein at the time? He was a known sex offender then.
Sure. You know, I explained to people, I've been a prosecutor for many years. And there are a lot of people who have information that are not your friends, that you use to get information to get at the truth.
I think we just did. Yeah, Epstein was a constituent, and Dylan Mulvaney was a MILF. So that's a big deal, and we should probably get to the bottom of it. But here's the other reason we should slow down with all this. The vote to release the files mandates that the DOJ turns over, quote, unclassified records, documents, communications, and investigative materials, and all classified info to the maximum extent possible. In other words, key documents could stay confidential. So maybe lower our expectations. Remember the JFK files, the UFO crap? Just titillation followed by evaporation. Because we never get the whole truth. It's like the government treats us like little kids, shielding us from reality. Like your mom not telling you that the shopping mall Santa you just sat on was actually a down-and-out MC Hammer. But we're learning stuff anyway about life behind the curtain. It reminds me of those grade school field trips where you go to a local factory to see how stuff's made. It's that way with the Epstein story. We've gone behind the scenes to see how powerful elites operate. Is this what they do for fun? Was it common? What's that table for? Why are there restraints on the walls? And why does the guy in leather chaps look a lot like Larry Kudlow? So we're now seeing how a certain segment of society operates. And it explains how untethered elites use their wealth to satisfy their sexual appetites. So maybe it's not some random scandal. Instead, it's a roadmap. And Democrats might not be ready for where it leads. Charlie, you're probably sick of talking about this, but it's because it's like a big pile of crap, and you got to sift through it and find the stuff. What interests you?
Yeah, and I think you're right about it. I think that you do want to sort of temper what might come out next, but what's really important is what's already come out.
Yeah.
The whole story that we know as we know it is shocking and horrifying, and we'll see whether or not more names surface, more things come out. But just the thing with the Stacy Plaskett lady, it's she was literally texting with him. He was telling her what to ask about Donald Trump. And then if you look at the transcript, she's asking exactly what he texted her to ask during the hearing. Not asking Trump, but asking about Trump. And so, the idea that she is clearly, that's a constituency of one. Mm-hmm. She was his hand puppet, and she was doing exactly what he wanted her to do. Mm-hmm. And so I do that. The big picture, though, I think that it's a little bit like the sort of Russia collusion hoax, except we already know the end of the movie. Yeah. We already know how all of this ends. And so far, what we've seen is, everything has backfired on Democrats. And I don't think that, I don't have any reason to believe that it's going to stop.
Sherrod.
Gregory.
How are you?
Can't complain.
That is good. When you hear about how awful these people were on Epstein Island, do you feel better about yourself?
Well, Greg, I'll tell you this. A lot of rich, powerful people rumored to be on that list. Rich and powerful.
Yes.
I would love to be on that list. It would change my life. You'd be like, Sherrod was doing better than we thought.
Yes.
He was on the list right after Bill Clinton.
No, it's like, you would make that deal?
It would go, I would buy my mama a house with that information. Or maybe Platskin. Is it Platskin or Platsky?
Platskin.
Platskin. Maybe she thought Jeffrey was in charge. After all, she represents the Virgin Islands.
Yes.
Ew. This crowd don't deserve me.
I find the audience is very sensitive to certain jokes today. Did you notice that?
It's because they saw the Christmas tree out front. They will all want to get a gift from Santa.
Well, the gift will be humor.
That's right.
Very little gifts. Sean, okay, you're a smart guy. You started the Federalist. What's your take on this whole story, and what's your prediction of where it leads?
I'm kind of tired of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
The people talking don't know anything. The people who know the stuff aren't talking. And I kind of wish we would dispense with the kabuki theater where they're all pretending to really get to the bottom of it. Mm-hmm. All the documents that would have told us anything have to be long gone. And the thing I would like to know is just tell us who he was working for.
Yeah.
We all know he was not a random constituent or just a happy money manager. He was doing stuff for someone, probably someone's. Just tell us who it is.
Yeah, you think it's a foreign country?
Plural.
Mossad? Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say Mossad. I think even Netanyahu believes that, right?
Yeah, he said it today.
Yes.
There's an article he tweeted today about how Epstein was involved in Israeli politics, but against Netanyahu, that he was trying to rig the 2019 elections for Ehud Barak.
Which makes sense. Oh. It does make sense because Epstein would not like Netanyahu.
And Ehud Barak stayed at his house in New York, didn't he?
I don't know. And then what about Barack Hussein Obama?
Never heard of him. Leave that black man out of this.
All right, Kat, you want to jump in? I know that this is quite a topic we've covered this week.
Yeah. Sure is. I want to know if she came up with it herself or who told her that it was a convincing argument that he was her constituent. Like, it's so crazy because, sure, but, like, there's a lot of constituents. You have so many constituents. What difference does that make?
Right.
Like, you have constituents who are crackheads. You can't be like, well, I went to go pick up this crack because I needed to get it for my constituent. I just can't wait until a man uses it to justify an affair.
Yes.
Like, this woman was my constituent. I had to let her blow me.
Oh, it's funny when a girl says it. You know, it's like, you know what it is? It's like we have millions of viewers, and it's like just because they have the TV show on in prison.
Yeah.
It's like, those are still inmates who did horrible crimes.
I feel like it's political advice that you wouldn't think anyone needs. That, like, yes, you're there to serve your constituents, but the pedophiles get a lower spot on the list.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Virgin Islands. Can't you speak to, like, the Mighty Sparrow or somebody else who live on the island? There's other people who live in the Virgin Islands you can speak to.
Yes.
But sometimes you got to talk to criminals to really find out. That's how they do it on Law and Order.
Yeah.
This crowd's back.
Want even more Fox News on YouTube? Become a Fox News Patriot today. Click join to find out how.